So let's start with a really powerful idea. What if your brain isn't this, fixed machine?
Right. Not
Yeah.
something that was set in stone back in your childhood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's this living, adaptable organ that you are actively shaping, like right now.
That's the whole revolutionary idea behind neuroplasticity, which is what Dr. Norman Doidge explores in The Brain That Changes Itself.
And our mission for this deep dive is to get past the buzzword.
Mm.
We want to decode the actual science and the proof that the brain can rewire itself.
After things like major trauma, disability, even deep emotional pain. And it doesn't matter how old you are.
So how does it actually work? What are the mechanisms?
Well, what's so fascinating is how accessible they are. Your brain literally changes its structure when you learn something new.
Okay, or when you practice a habit.
Or break one, or even just shift your physical environment. But maybe the most important trigger is deliberately changing your thoughts.
So everything you do today is actually building the person you'll be tomorrow. Okay, let's unpack that first rule, the core mechanic that sounds almost too simple. Neurons that fire together wire together.
I mean, it sounds simple, but the implication is huge. It means that repetition isn't just practice, it's brain sculpting.
You're physically building pathways.
Dense, efficient pathways for skills and habits. And the physical evidence is just undeniable.
Like the examples from the book.
Exactly. I mean, you see these stunning cases of stroke victims who completely lost function.
And they learn to walk and speak again.
Yes. Or blind individuals learning to see the world using sound. This isn't just fixing an old circuit. It's the brain building brand new highways where there was nothing before.
That's incredible. But how long does that take? Is this something that needs years of practice?
That's a great question. The research shows that structural change can happen much faster than we thought, but, and this is the key, it requires focused attention.
So it's not about the hours you put in, but the intensity of the focus.
Precisely. That's why learning something truly challenging, like a new language, works so well. It forces that kind of engagement.
Okay, so if that's rule one, the next idea is maybe even more profound. The power of just pure thought.
The piano experiment.
Yes. The subjects who only imagined practicing the piano showed the same brain growth as the people who actually played.
Which just changes everything.
Yeah.
It means your attention is the sculptor. If you consistently focus on anxiety, you are physically strengthening anxiety pathways.
But if you practice, say, visualizing confidence,
You strengthen those confidence circuits. What you focus on physically grows.
but that works both ways, right? This science isn't just a feel-good story.
No, it's honest. This is the dark side we have to talk about.
So wait, every time I mindlessly put off a task, am I actually making my brain better at avoiding things?
You absolutely are. Negative habits wire the brain just as efficiently. Avoidance builds fear pathways. Overthinking builds stress circuits.
And addiction creates these incredibly deep, compulsive grooves.
Right, so the crucial question you have to ask is, which direction are you shaping your brain today?
The good news here, though, is that challenge is actually beneficial. The brain seems to thrive on novelty because it forces it to grow.
It forces it off the easy, worn-out path. Think about activities that build resilience. Learning a new skill, solving a puzzle, practicing mindfulness.
They all break old patterns and force new connections.
And this applies so profoundly to our emotional lives. The research shows people healing from things like OCD, phobias, even deep childhood trauma.
Just through targeted mental exercises and new behaviors.
It's proof that you aren't trapped by your past. You are being shaped by your repeated conscious choices right now.
So the big takeaway here is that your identity, your habits, your emotional story, none of it is fixed. Every single thought and action is sculpting your brain.
It's the science of becoming who you choose to be. So if you want a new life, think about this. Start by deliberately building one new neural pathway today.